Good afternoon. This is Peggy Erickson, one of your co-facilitators for Leading Edge Certification Training. And I'm here this afternoon, February 28th, because Kim and I noticed that we have not seen too many wiki projects for the classroom discussion posted in the actual wiki project section. So we wanted to make sure that you actually take care of that. So aside from posting it in the discussion board, you actually need to go to create a class discussion. So you'll be copying everything that you posted in the discussion in your wiki projects, and you just click on the view projects, and then you modify the wiki project page. It will say, do you want to edit? You edit the page, and then you add a block, and that's where you post your wiki project, and you give the block a title. And the second thing that I wanted to say is that applies for all wiki projects. So although you might be posting something that pertains to a wiki project in the discussion board like this session has, you also need to put it in the actual wiki project, because that's where Kim and I evaluate your project, and I actually leave comments under your wiki project. One thing that Kim and I had a discussion this morning about is that in our responses to your postings or to your projects, we're going to provide you with as much as possible feedback that will help you improve your products, so that if you intend to use these in the classroom or with your professional development programs, that you really are developing something that you feel really proud of. And so we're very frank about our feedback, and I have a tendency to ask you questions. That's my way of approaching it, to make you think about what you're doing. And that is the very reason why I added 2 resources under the shared resources. And I want to emphasize again Barbara Monroe's Fostering Critical Engagement in Online Discussions, because there are 2 key points that she makes that I thought were very helpful for me when I started developing my own discussion postings. She talks about 2 types of discussion questions with 2 different outcomes for students. One called the well-structured problem, in which the student does a declarative knowledge piece, and the content is monologic in its posting in terms of the nature of it. And in essence, the student is demonstrating their knowledge after reading the textbooks or the readings or reviewing the videos. The second one is called the ill-structured problem, and this one has a different outcome, because students are asked for their position and on a topic, and the outcome is students have to think critically, because they have to select information from the readings that support their arguments, knowing that they will have to shift their position as other classmates respond to their positions. So in regards to that, I actually put up one that is a closing discussion posting. So I had 3 questions, but this is the last one. So it says, respond to the following closing statement. There are benefits to trade embargoes. Your response should include at least 1 factual statement tied to an example for and against the statement, and 1 that reflects your viewpoint and attitude towards that statement. And then it says the normal stuff. Provide feedback with a reflective statement to 2 of your classmates' closing responses. So the predominance of the class discussion postings that you have chosen are of the well-structured problem in which the students are doing declarative knowledge and therefore monologic response postings. I encourage you to go with the ill-structured problem as a second discussion posting. And again, as you can see, it's only one question at a time in the online environment. So that's just something for you to consider. It's not something that you have to do, but it's just us trying to give you additional information and ways of thinking about the online discussion. Anyhow, Kim and I always look forward to your postings, and we always look forward to answering any questions that you might have. And as you know, you have 2 weeks for session 2, so there's plenty of time to complete the projects and the discussion postings. And we also hope that you're taking some time out with your family and loved ones. Good afternoon.